Nobody should stay in a marriage because of kid, okay? Most women do say, well, I'm staying here because of my kid. I don't think you love your kid. If you stay in a marriage because of them, because, if you care about your children's sanity, you don't want to show them the bad side of love, right? When relationship goes south, everything just changes. And the way you are going to convey yourself in that marriage, or you and your husband, is not going to be conducive for the children. But yet you have the fear to move on. You have the fear to let go of this marriage because, quote, you care about your children, you don't want a broken home. But certain home that is broken are better than a home where there's two people who hate each other, okay? So just because the term broken home, it doesn't mean it's all bad. Sometimes that's what it requires for the sanity of the kid. Sometimes the home have to be broken in order for the kids to find peace, in order for you to find peace. Because guess what, life is so short to a point where you cannot compromise how you call it, your short lifespan. If time is short lifespan, 100 years is not even a lot, because every day time goes by, right? So if we have to look at lifespan, right, let's say we look at the lifespan, 100 years is not even going to be a lot. 100 years would be like, okay, it goes by fast. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but when you factor in how long you have lived, you don't have a lot of time left, because these days we don't even last that long anymore, okay? I'm not wishing you death, but I'm just saying that you have to be realistic when it comes to these relationship matters, because sometimes you might think you are fixing a situation, but guess what, you are making it worse. You think you're compromising, you are making it worse, because your compromise is not helping the kids, it's not helping the man that you don't want to leave. If relationship goes south, one person have to be brave enough to make the move, because there will always be one of the parties that do not want this relationship broken, even though the presentation is not safe, it's not conducive for the kid, it's not safe for the woman, it's not safe for you either. If you're a man, it's not safe for you to stay in a relationship where you don't feel loved, where you know that this woman doesn't love you anymore, where you know this man doesn't love you, right? I mean, if you're a woman, and why are you forcing it? Because you can share children, that doesn't mean you should stay together, okay? That should be a reason why you should let go, because you have innocent people growing in an environment that is toxic, okay? That environment is toxic. I hate it when I hear women say, well, I'm staying in this relationship because of my children, I don't want this household broken. But yet you're fighting every day in front of those children. You're showing those children what love is like when I mean, what life is like when love goes south, when two people do not love each other, okay? They may be affected by it psychologically, and you may never know, okay? You may never know how they're being affected until it's too late, until they're 18 or they are 20 and telling you that they don't believe in marriage, telling you that they don't believe in finding a partner, telling you that their experience around you two led them to not want to get married, because you showed them the bad side of marriage. You thought you were protecting them. I would say, if you love your children bad enough, I think you should let go. Sometimes when people divorce, divorce is not as bad as people make it seem, because sometimes when you divorce, you are divorcing because you love your partner to a point where you have to let them go. Sometimes divorcing means you are in love with. Some of us are Rose. What are you talking about? No, look. I'm trying to be honest. Sometimes divorcing means that you love your partner to a point of no return, to a point where you have to let them go. Because love is not always about holding on to something that you dearly love. Sometimes you love this person to a point where you have to let him or her go. It goes both ways. When I come here and give this advice, it goes both ways. Okay, so you may love her to a point where she has to go, because she may not be the woman for you. At first you thought she was the one, but at this point, because people change, right? You have changed, she has changed, and sometimes it's good, it's just It's just okay to let go. It's okay to let go. Do not care about what society had to say. Do not care about how society view you, okay? Who cares, okay? The people in this society that are going to judge you have their own lives that they are living. Why are you going to compromise and sacrifice your life for people who do not care if you die tomorrow, okay? People who are only there just because. Just because you know them, it doesn't mean, their judgment should affect you, okay? They are judging you, but guess who's living the mess up life you're in? You are the one living that life. They are not. I'm sorry. They have their own lives. They have their own lives. You are the person that is living the mess up life, okay? The mess of life that you don't want to live. And in a relationship, if your partner do not want to leave you and he keep promising you he will change or she will change, and you guys are in a marriage still together, let's keep the family together, that relationship doesn't have any form of love in it anymore. Because sometimes, when two people do not love each other, you and your partner know that you don't love each other, but you are keeping a facade. You want to please people who do not care about you. You want to please society who do not care about you. If you care about your children bad enough, you need to leave this marriage. Look, don't come and say, Rose, why are you encouraging people to leave their partner? Are you heartbroken? Oh my God, are you scorned? No, I'm trying to say that sometimes it's better off to leave than to stay in a marriage that is not working. And do not use children as excuses. That's my point. Don't use children as excuses and say, well, you know what? Oh, I'm staying because I have a baby. Who cares? What the heck? You have a baby, so what? You have a baby, but guess what is not working? What is not working is what you're in. What you're in is not working. How about that? You need to tell me if what you're in is working for you. You have to put yourself first. In life, it's okay to be selfish. You have to be selfish so you can be a better mother or father for your children. You have to make selfish decision. Divorce is not a selfish decision when they're a kid. Divorce could be the best decision when they're a kid. Again, because you don't want to expose your children to the bad side of marriage. They could be scorned or traumatized for life. They could be traumatized for life. Okay? Like they may not experience what love is like. Okay? But yet, love is a beautiful thing that people experience. Every marriage is not equal. Okay? There are certain marriages where you wish you had, or there are marriages where you just wish you were with the other partner. There are great life out there. Marriage is not all bad. But my point here is that when marriage goes south, you don't want to expose children to it, okay? Relationships are not all bad. Relationships are great things. And for the partners that do not want to get divorced because of children, I would like to say, imagine how much life you have left with. You are compromising for kids that are going to grow older and leave you in that house and go about their life. You want your children, you want to send children that will go to the world with a sane mind, a sane mentality. You don't want children that go to the world with a skewed view of marriage and relationship, okay? You want your children to be well behaved, to have a great view of the world and of marriage, of procreation. Don't send damaged children out there to other people's children, okay? Just because you wanted to keep a facade because society said you have to. You understand? Stay together. When you get married, some certain stupid people say, "Well, I don't get married to get a divorce." Fine, you can say that now, but until you are placed in a situation where you are forced to, you have to. Divorce is not an easy decision. Divorce is for the big kid, well, not big kid, big boy and big girls over there. Because if you don't have the heart and you want to listen to what people are saying about your person, about who you are, about why you get a divorce, look, it's okay to get a divorce 5 times. It's okay to get a divorce 10 times. I am in support of that because I don't believe in compromising. I don't believe in anybody sacrificing their lives. We don't have much time left. Why are you sacrificing your life for the status quo because of a facade, because of something you want to protect? What you're trying to protect is not genuine because it's not working anymore. If it's not working, guess what? It's okay to let it go. What did I say? It's okay to let it go. I know. Someone will say, why are you posing? No, I'm about to go on a run. And if you're familiar with me, I like to look good. Someone will say, you're not being serious. Look, I'm always distracted when the camera is on me and I can see myself. Like this is my phone, right? And when I can see myself, I go like this. I'm like, oh, okay, how am I look? I'm going for a run. Look, I just bruised my legs right here, because I somewhere here in this basement. Anyway, let's get back to the topic, okay? Enough of my distraction, okay? Sometimes it's hard for me to focus. I don't know. Now, for the women who are compensating, who are in a compensatory mode, compensating meaning that you are holding in things and you don't want to let go. You know it's not working, but you're holding on to it, thinking that your relationship is going to get better, thinking that you can change this man you are with. Or for the man who is compensating, holding on to false hope, false sense of accomplishments, false sense of betterness, false sense of hope, thinking that your relationship is going to get better because your partner was better initially, and you think you can get her there. You can get her to her previous self. You can get her working out. You can get her to lose weight. You can get her to behave perfectly. You can get this man to lose weight and be the man you were attracted to in the past. Okay, guess what? Your compensatory mechanism, you're going to give up. You're going in a what? Now you're in the first stage of shock. You are shocked, aren't you? When you are in shock, what do? You're going to breathe very fast because you're trying to compensate for the scenario that you're exposed with. You are afraid, there's fear. Okay, your heart is going to beat fast. Like, I'm going to keep this up. I don't want to lose my marriage. All my life, I believe in being married. But guess what? I don't want to let this go. My children, my peers, they're going to laugh at me. My friend had been married for 20 years. My parents were married for 50 years. Why am I feeling at this? Tachycardia. Your heart is going to be beating like this. Okay, you're going to bring all the blood flow, to your brain, to your heart, to your lungs. You're compensating. Do you think you're going to stay in this defense mechanism, which I believe is the first stage of shock? You are going to decompensate very soon. Very soon. No matter how long you're going to keep up with this facade, I'm here to tell you, by the time you reach the late stage of shock, when you give up, you won't have any, your blood pressure is going to drop to a point of where you're going to die if you don't leave this marriage. A man or a woman, do not hold on to something that's not working. It's okay to let it go. It's okay for you to be set back financially. It's okay if you're alive, you can make it happen. You were alive and you made that monetary gain. If you're alive and healthy, for me, living is health. It's not even money. Living is health and having your sanity. Sometimes it's okay. It's okay to be single. Sometimes it's okay to start all over again. Do not place your happiness and your worth into someone else's hands. It's okay to let go sometimes. It's okay to say, you know what, I'm fine. I'm fine without this man. I'm fine without this woman. I will not let this woman define me. We may have children. We can work, we can co parent for the best interest of the kid. Sometimes a broken home is not all bad. There are homes out there where there are two families and the kids are being damaged. Which one is bad? The one that's being judged by society claim is broken, and the one that isn't, or society claim is better, and the kids are being damaged. You can raise kids in an environment of a broken home code that are going to come out better than those in the chaotic home out there. The so-called, there's nothing wrong with having two parents. It's great. It's fine. Okay. But I'm just saying sometimes you have to let it go. Look, I am African. I know you guys are tired of me saying this, but where I'm from, you almost barely never hear of a divorce. People stay in the stupid shit thinking that it's life, You can do everything in that marriage but divorce. People are forced to be in relationship where love has walked out of this house for maybe 20 years, but they're still together. I mean, they're cohabitating. For me, that is not fulfilling. Okay, life is all about fulfillment, and fulfillment is relative. Okay, subjective, objective. I told you guys, I don't know the difference. You figure it out. For how long have I been saying subjective, objective? You figure it out. You know by now that the people who watches me, on the regular basis know. Okay, Rose doesn't know the difference between subjective and objective. Okay, it's like sign and symptom. What is the sign? A sign is what you see, and the symptom is what the patient tells you. Subjective, objective. You tell me. I can be serious. I can be crazy. I'm going for my morning run. Today is what? Today is what is today's date? 21st of October in 2024. 21st of October 19 no 2024. Well, guys, hey, everything is because I love you guys. Okay, don't take this the wrong way. Marriage is a beautiful thing, but sometimes do not hold on to false hope, okay? Divorce is not the end of the world. Sometimes that's what you need. You know, a lot of people make a lot of changes when they divorce. You might have a partner you begging to lose weight and they don't want to lose weight. When you divorce them, they're going to lose weight for themselves. Remember, it's not the end of the world. Okay, life sometimes you have to sacrifice, and divorcing is a huge sacrifice. As people fear it because of all the financial reprimand, reprimand, bye, reprimand.